So we are live here. How are you, Jamie?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine, thanks. So it's Jennifer Gurnell here with William Ravis Real Estate, and I am with Jamie Wood. I always want to call you Woods, but it's Wood. Wide Horizon Travel. And Jamie is my go-to girl, and actually I'm live also on Instagram. So I'm just so excited to have you here today. So first of all, tell me, Wide Horizon Travel, what is it that you do?
Well, it's been insane the past couple of years. I actually met my partner Lori at a BNI meeting, and she started the business, so it's just her and I. And it's been pretty crazy the past couple of years. I started pretty much in active labor with my 2-year-old then when I signed with Lori. So that year was pretty insane. And then 2020 happened, and it was supposed to be a really amazing year. And then it went downhill in minutes.
Yes.
But with 2021, it's picking up and people are ready to get out there.
Well, I do see the knob turning, and we have beautiful weather here all weekend long. Haha. Other words, it's in Connecticut, it's rainy and nasty. So yeah, that's okay. I see you. Yes, that's a fine. So just a question for you. So what could people do locally without booking through you? Is there anything because I see you have a page that you share events on.
Yeah, I have a travel blog called Traveling Tips from a New England Mama. I started that about 6 years ago. People were just kind of looking for places to go. And for some reason, I was always the go-to because I don't sit still. So I started this blog on Facebook, and I was just sharing events all over New England.
Yeah, we'll repeat that again because you talk really fast.
Traveling Tips from a New England Mama.
Okay, good. I'm just putting that in our comments.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it started, pretty small, and now I have almost, 2,000 followers, and people are just interested. With COVID happening last year, people were looking for things to do, safe things to do. So people were looking for hikes, any outdoor events that were going on. And now that, fairs are coming back, I've been posting about that. So it's exciting that the Big E's coming back and concerts are coming back. So yeah, 2020 was rough, but 2021 looks like it's getting, more exciting.
Well, you've helped me book a hotel down in South Beach.
South Beach.
So thank you for helping me do that.
Yeah.
So I guess I just wanted to touch on that a little bit. So I guess regarding your trips that you book for people, it's everything from a simple hotel room to like a big trip. Is that correct?
Yep. So I could book people's, if they want to stay at a Marriott somewhere. I've had couples that wanted to go, to Portsmouth, New Hampshire for, a beer weekend or a wine weekend. I could do Marriott's and all small hotels, and then I can go everywhere up from Disney to the Caribbean to cruise lines. My partner Lori does a lot of groups, and she does a lot of Europe. So I do a lot of domestic and Caribbean. She does a lot of big groups. She has a group going to Morocco in January and a group going to Scotland next August. So she has a lot of group work.
Oh, is there still spots in that trip to go to Scotland?
Scotland, I believe there's openings. Morocco, there's not. It filled up pretty quick.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. She's excited. And then I think she's working on a river cruise too for 2022.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that's great. And this is, they could follow you simply just on Wide Horizon Travel, correct?
Yep. So we're on Facebook at Wide Horizons Travel. I have my own personal Facebook page, Wide Horizons Family Travel with Jamie. So I post a lot of Disney specials. They just announced a Disney special for 25% off rooms, which is huge.
I'm going to interrupt you. So you have two beautiful girls, correct?
Yes.
And before you even had these two beautiful princesses, you love Disney. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah. I've been going to Disney since 1989, and it's just something that I've just fallen in love with, just everything about it. I've always been in hospitality, and it's just the mecca of hospitality. I worked at Disney and I worked at Universal when I lived down there, and it's just an amazing company, and what they've done for their employees during COVID, when they were closed and opening, it's been amazing.
So really, you are the go-to guru regarding bookings and how to kind of work the whole system down in Disney. Is that correct?
Yeah, Disney is not an easy trip. So you have to book as soon as you decide to make plans. 2022 is open already for bookings. And
Wow.
that's kind of when your vacation starts. There's a whole app you go through, and I can help you guide through the app. That is where you're going to book your dining reservations and reserve your park passes. So yeah, it shows the map of all your wait times and availability times and how, the heights of who can go on which ride for kids. So this app was actually updated too, and you could actually open the door of your room. So it's a pretty amazing app. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So with all the services you provide, I guess the biggest hangout is like, I can do it myself. I have access online to do this myself. Like, why would you tell people that it's so important to get work with a realtor? That's also very important. Stop going through online.
No, it's
your home run.
Right, and it's a huge benefit, and people ask that all the time. Even people that I'm good friends with, they ask, why would we use a realtor? Or not a realtor, why would we use a travel agent? And really, a travel agent is on your side. I don't charge any extra or hidden fees. I get paid from the company I work for. They work out negotiations with all of the hotel companies all over the world. So I get commission through all of them. But I'm on your side. I'll be with you from quotes to checkout. You have my cell phone number. You could text or call me. I have connections. So if hopefully God, the world doesn't shut down again. People were on hold for hours. Yes. And some people still haven't gotten refunds, but I could just send a text or an email to someone through Royal Caribbean and they could take care of it. So it's convenient. It's easy. It's one less thing that you have to do. And you know that things are getting done. Well, and I usually put in, I do everything and I put a lot of heart into trips. I love traveling. So does my family. So I put all my heart and soul into every single person's trip. I usually always add a little parting gift. I send out luggage tags. I send out koozies if it's a fraternity cruise trip, which happened right before the pandemic. You're around me and you become friends with me because you know exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Because this is Jaime. She's this wonderful. She's real. So okay, so that's pretty cool. So so you really focus on the domestic, as Laura, your partner, really focus on more international, even though both of you can do either. But if somebody wants to go to Newport or Vermont to go skiing out at Park City or just do anything, these are, or even go to Disneyland instead of World. These are all things that you're capable of doing.
I've been booking a lot of trips in the White Mountains. We go up to New Hampshire, 5 or 6 times a year. And I've toured a lot of the hotels and I've seen a lot of hotels. And I've actually booked a lot of people going there last summer and this summer just because it's something new. It's 4 hours away, so it's still driving distance. And there's a ton of things that are safe, hiking outdoors, jumping in the Saco River, bringing a float and floating down the river. There's so much to do. And it's no one realizes that it's, kind of a hidden paradise that's only 4 hours away from Fairfield, New Haven County.
So, and I think that's the other thing that I'd like to kind of wrap up with here. That is, what you can bring to the table is just your own experience, let alone having the access to know what you can do at a lot of these places. So, you're talking about a place in New Hampshire that nobody has to worry and be all frightful of putting a mask on and getting on a plane. They can easily just sort of get in their little family mobile and head north. And, paradise is all right there. And you can help plan and make sure that, everything is all covered, that they have their activities to do and they're definitely going to hit all their spots.
It's totally true. You could get on a plane now and planes are very clean. They're very safe. They're still spacing people out. They're cleaned after every single flight. People are still wearing masks on planes and in airports. And I get emails from the CDC and from our company every other day of things changing. We were in Tennessee for spring break and we did a road trip, and it was kind of nice because Tennessee's mask ban was lifted. So it was kind of nice, like walking in a restaurant normal without a mask on because we were both vaccinated. So that was pretty cool. And I mean, you could still wear a mask. No one's going to judge you. There is no judgment. New Hampshire's, lifting their mask mandates. And I think it's a breath of fresh air from work. I work at Yale too. And working at Yale, like this has brought like so much joy that the vaccines are out and that people are, taking COVID seriously, taking the vaccine seriously, that things are changing and it's changing for the better, which is super exciting, especially in the travel world, because people need travel to kind of relax and unwind. And I think, for me being home all the time last year, it breaks you down, and it breaks you down mentally and physically that you're in one place all the time. So people were coming to me saying like, where could we go that's just like driving distance, that we're not staring at the same four walls every day.
Right. I'm sorry, I just had to decline there. It's busy in real estate, so that's a good thing. I have no complaints. So I gotta cut this off so I can get back on that call.
Yeah, no worries.
No. Besides you, is there anything you want to wrap up with? Besides, I just have one thing I want to acknowledge before we hang up.
Yeah, you can follow me on Facebook and on Instagram. I actually just hired a Pinterest manager, so I have a Pinterest account that's in the works, and a lot of my photos from travel are going to be on Pinterest. That will link right to all my pages. Instagram, the same. I do a lot of family travel and a lot of honeymoons. And the big thing this year is honeymoons that were canceled last year. So people are, like racing to find a honeymoon spot. And there are so many deals and so many different places that you could go to. The US Virgin Islands you can go to and you don't need a passport. And you don't need to test when you come back or test to leave. It's where it's, owned by a different country where there are certain rules. But with Puerto Rico and the US Virgin Islands, it's simple. It's like traveling, to California or, to another state, because it is part of our country.
Oh, I love the Caribbean. I tell you, I spent time in St. Croix, so I'm a little fond for all that.
And flights are getting higher price. So if people are looking to travel for the summer, don't wait and don't like hem and haw. If you want to go away and you have the time and you have the, saved money for travel from last year and you want to do something, definitely consider it, because flights are going up and it's people are traveling. So it's going to get crazy in the next couple months.
Well, I hope my daughter's not listening, because she just loves to go, and she knows I just sort of book a ticket and in 2 days we're sitting in our beach chairs.
Well, you were in Florida, and Florida is like open, and when you're down south, it's totally different from being down south. It's just.
But it is so refreshing locally here in Connecticut now. When I go for a walk, I'm walking with my dogs. People aren't all freaked and walk by me. I'm like, oh!
Oh, I know.
So it's getting so much nicer, and it's just great that the vaccine is here. So tell me, is it really National Travel Advisors Day?
It is. I was very excited.
Well, I wanted to say Happy National Travel Advisors Day to you.
Thank you. I've gotten so many emails. It's so exciting. You tend to forget. Like last year, you kind of everything was on the down low. No one talked about it. But this year, it's exciting because people are. You see the hallways on planes and people are in it, and it's like the best hallway that you can walk down because you're getting down here.
That's great.
We don't fly until August, so in 13 weeks I'll be on a plane and I cannot wait.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's just, and now that people are vaccinated, because when I actually flew, people weren't. But thank you so much for your time.
Oh, thank you for having me.
And everybody who joined in and listened, please contact and follow Jaime on her Instagram and on her Facebook page. And her Facebook page again is Wide Horizon. Is that what it is?
Wide Horizons Family Travel by Jaime.
Cool. That's good. Okay, thank you so much for your time, and thank you, everybody,
you.
for tuning in to us today.
All right,
Thank you.
bye.